real estate doubling in value every 15 years, the tenant paying down the mortgage, you getting tax savings, you getting cash flows, that's about as guaranteed as it gets.
Yeah, you lying sack. Holy
on the money that
he's somebody making up on the internet. Today we are reacting to bad retirement advice from somebody on the YouTubes. All right, this video is from the channel FasterFreedom with a video called "Your 401k is a Scam. Here's the truth they don't want you to know." Jesus, this is going to be interesting. Zach thinks. Let's try not to have a stroke.
Your 401k is a scam. Yes, I said it. I'm going to piss off every financial planner across the country with this video, but that's okay. The truth is the truth, and this needs to be said. You're told that a 401k is a retirement plan. It is not.
Because it is. It is a retirement plan. The first thing he's complaining about is because it's a retirement plan, not a savings account. So he's already contradicting himself.
It's a government-controlled savings account that punishes you if you try to take your own money from it.
Stop.
You can't touch.
First thing about ERISA, he's wrong. It's not their money. It's the plan's money. A plan is a separate legal entity that they have decided to put money in to save for retirement, okay? It's not their money. It's the plan. So if you really want to piss people off, tell them that. But that's the truth.
You can't touch it until you're 59 and a half years old. If you try to touch it, they're going to take 10% right off the top.
You pay 10% and then you pay the tax.
No,
That's your ordinary income tax.
It's a 10% excise tax, and who knows if it's a high tax. If they're not making any money and they're broke, okay, it's not much of a tax bracket. Sorry, okay? So it's not a high tax. It's whatever their tax bracket is for that year when they take the money out.
And even if you do wait until you're 59 and a half, you still have to pay taxes to pull the money out. Not to even mention, somebody's probably making 1 to 3% on your money every single year just to let it.
1% is the highest we've seen. Most of what we see for the fee proposals we're doing is from 25 to 75 basis points. Those are the financial professionals who are being paid to help watch your money.
You're not day trading your 401k and getting ahead of the market.
Right, because it's a retirement
is
plan.
how you get ahead of the market?
Jesus, it's a retirement plan, you moron.
okay,
we've already done what? A minute and a bit, and we're already into personal.
In this video, I'm going to show you how to break away from this, and I'm even going to prove to you that pulling out money from your 401k right now, even paying the high tax, even paying the high penalty, is the best financial plan for you. To drive this point home, I'm going to take you on a journey
if you're still working.
Wait, he just recommended a financial plan, right? Isn't that a fiduciary thing?
Well, no, he's somebody making up on the internet. He can do that. It's not fiduciary because he's not been paid by the plan to give advice. And the A word is a very specific thing.
Different gentlemen doing two different things within their 401k. Let me introduce you now. Both of these guys are 35 years old. Both of them have worked hard their whole life, and both of them have $100,000 in their 401k. They're at the same point in their lives, yet they're going to go down two completely different paths. Guy number one, we're going to call Dave. Dave is sticking to the plan that he has taught his entire life. He leaves the $100,000 in his 401k and even contributes $500 every single month for the next 30 years, hoping to retire at 65 years old. Guy number two, we're going to call Mike. Mike says, I don't want to wait 30 years to retire. I want to make financial.
From our fire friends, we know you can retire whenever you want. Okay, in order to get the tax advantages of having your money grow without paying income tax as you have realized gains or dividends or interest payments, okay, there is a trade-off for that, and that's the 10% excise tax, which you were talking about with if you're separate from service after 55. Okay, but before 59 and a half, there are things you can do to mitigate the 10% excise tax. But you're still being taxed on it, okay? There's no basis, but that you had the advantage of having your gain grow without paying taxes on it from theoretically the age of 21. All right, let's see what else he's trying to make up.
Moves now so that I can retire earlier. He cashes out his 401k, pays a huge tax.
How? He can't. He can't.
No, just
There's no
Yet
penalty.
he's in
You just
financial
can't do it.
control, and we're going to
No,
talk
he's
about
not,
what he
because
did
he
and
can't
how it
do it.
turned out.
So
Let's break
half
that
your
down.
video's making
So
it
Mike
up.
cashes out his $100,000
Can't do it.
401k. He has a $10,000 penalty to pay. Then he has a 24% tax bill to pay, which is an additional
Stop.
$24,000.
So, well, maybe he is unemployed. That's a 24% tax bracket. He forgot about the state. Okay, depends on what state he's living in. So this assumes no other income for the year.
so he's already taken a haircut of $34,000 on that $100,000.
Yeah, but he can't because he's employed.
Well, I don't know. The only way he can get it out is to quit his job.
Right, and then what does he do? Okay, he's only got $100,000. Keep going.
So he had $100,000 in his IRA. He pulled it out, had to pay $34,000 worth of
Stop!
tax.
He's talking about 401k plans. Is he talking about 401k plans or IRAs?
Oh,
Pick one.
yeah. Well,
The video is about 401k plans. So let's keep going.
The IRA, he pulled it out, had to pay $34,000 worth of taxes and penalties,
Same-
and now he has
okay, same
$66,000 left over. Dumb decision, right?
Yeah,
Wrong.
we know that.
People call him reckless because they don't know his plan. Here's what his plan is. He takes that $66,000 and puts a 20% down payment on one $330,000 rental.
So this guy's advice is to quit your job, have no income, and then try to get an 80% mortgage on a rental property when you have no income. That's what his suggestion is, right? Okay. Go with that. Let's see what happens.
Property.
And-
He didn't have to
and we're
do
gonna do
anything
the-
to the property. It was ready to go and rent ready. He put down the $66,000 and now he owns a $330,000 rental
Pause.
property.
Wow, he's got zero closing costs. He's got zero legal fees. According to this guy, there's no inspection. There's nothing.
Over the next 30 years, he's going to be renting out the property. It will probably start out cash flowing $200 to $300 a month and end up cash flowing several $100s a month. But just to keep this simple, fair, and conservative, we are going to assume that over the 30
There's
year
nothing
period,
fair
he's
and conservative about
averaging
any words he said.
$500 net cash flow every single month, which is a very, very conservative assumption. Flash forward 30 years from now, Mike has collected $500 a month.
Apparently
every
he
single
slept through
month
2008.
and has brought in $180,000 of tax-free cash flow. His
So
200
so his financial
this
advice
tax-free?
guarantees
why is
there's
this-
no repairs and it's occupied 100% of the time.
$164,000 mortgage that he had on the property after putting 20% down has been paid off, and his property has quadrupled in value. Because if you
Theoretically.
didn't know, real estate doubles in
No,
value
it
every 15
doesn't.
years.
You. This is why there was such a problem with 2008 and 2009. Everybody was convinced it could not go backwards. All right. Real estate does not double in value every 15 years. That is a lie. This is where we're going. Okay. So once again, we have to trot out the numbers about why this guy is absolutely full of. Okay. There are approximately 140 million working age, workable people, adults over the age of 18. Catherine, do you remember how many residences there are in the United States?
There's not enough housing stock.
It's less. It's approximately 120 million. So we have more working people than places, not homes, residences. That includes double wides, single wides, apartments, condos, mother-in-laws. This is impossible. Whereas everybody can be in the 401k plan.
So 15 years from now, his $330,000 property will be worth $660,000. 15 years after that, so 30 years from now, the property will have quadrupled in value. Real estate doubles in value every 15
Zach,
years.
get the blur ready.
15 years from now,
Just-
that $330,000 house will be worth $660,000. 15 years after that, so 30 years in total, it will
you
have doubled
guaranteeing
again
that?
and be worth $1.32 million. So the total wealth built from one stupid decision equals $1.76 million. We're
he's
adding the cash flow, the debt pay down, and the value of the property together. All from buying one rental property, doing nothing else, and pulling out his penalized money from his 401k. He didn't have to keep investing every year. He didn't need to add any more money to
Pause.
it. He just
So there's been no repairs, nothing.
played the game different. Now let's go back and look at our buddy Dave. Dave left that $100,000 in his 401k. He contributed $6,000 or $500 every single month for 30 years. And assuming he got a 7% growth rate, he would end up with about $1.33 million at age 65 in his 401k. That looks decent on paper, but let's break it down a little more. Dave personally contributed that $6,000 a year for 30 years, so he put $180,000 of his hard-earned money into his 401k. That's 3 decades worth of sacrificing. You don't think that $500 a month or $6,000 a year could have taken him and his family on a nice vacation, or just allowed him to live a little bit more comfortably, or maybe even investing it in something else besides a 401k that has all of the flaws that I mentioned earlier. He delayed his life for 30 years, hoping that the market was in a good spot when he wanted to retire so he could actually get that
Isn't that a problem
$1.33
still
million.
with real estate?
Stop. Yeah.
Just saying that timing of taking your money out of a 401k plan is a problem, but not taking your money out of a rental isn't a problem. It's both problems, right? Both of them have timing issues, and rentals are not liquid. So
No, one's
so
liquid,
just when,
one
just
is
so
very
when you're
not
65
liquid.
doesn't mean that it's going to be liquid and good.
So, right. So what the house was worth? 1.6, 1.3. Oh, so both. So the house and the 401k plan is worth the same amount. Okay. Now what
This
he's
is in
not
25 years. He's saying it's
30.
going to go. Okay.
So what he's not going to tell you in the next 90 seconds or whatever he's got, that if you have $1.3 million in your 401k plan and you need to turn it into an IRA today, and you have $1.3 million of equity in the house today, and you need all your equity tomorrow, you're going to get 1.3 in the 401k plan. Tomorrow, you're going to get maybe 600 grand in the house tomorrow. Maybe.
For a reason, when he wants to retire, he will have to work more or he will pull out less. It's not even guaranteed. Real estate doubling in value every 15 years, the tenant paying down the mortgage, you getting tax savings, you getting cash flows, that's about as guaranteed as it gets.
Yeah, you lying sack!
He still has to pay taxes on the money that he pulls out. So
those
he's
are
not
laws
even
of the
keeping all of
universe,
it. So
actually.
depending on Dave.
That's
Okay.
Do you
We're
know
not
what's
supposed to
funny
be
is
personal, but if somebody is going to lie like this and just make stuff up and give guarantees.
So if somebody's really saying, hey, there's a case to be made for, buying some real estate, and this is how you can do it, and part of it is the lie in this is the person used their 401k plan to actually get the lump of money to do this with, okay? So it was a good plan until they took the money out, and then it was a bad plan. If he just said there's different ways to invest your money and diversify it, and here's how the numbers roll, but it's like real estate is virtuous and 401k plans are horrific.
So
and
what he didn't talk about, okay, was the fact that this person could have taken a $50,000 loan from his 401k plan without any taxes. And the interest goes to him.
That is hilarious.
He
That
didn't
is
mention
true.
that part.
That's true.
Well, yeah.
So buy a house that a $50,000 down payment you could do on, and
You
keep
could
your
do
money
them
on your
all.
401k plan and do both. Oh my God, you could do both.
Dave's tax bracket, he will have to pay ordinary income
no, he
tax
doesn't.
when he pulls
No,
out the
he
money
doesn't
from
have to
401k.
pay taxes
He didn't
on
get
the money
monthly
pulled
cash
out.
flow. He doesn't own a real asset. No write-offs. Just numbers on a screen, hoping that it works out. So let's look at them side by side to
What do you mean real asset? How is that? How is cash not a real asset? How is $1.3 million in a retirement plan not a real asset?
prove investing in a real asset, real estate. Dave, the rule follower, hopefully has $1.33 million in his 401k. He put $180,000 additional of his own money in it to get that. He has no monthly income along the way. He's still taxed at withdrawal. He has no control over what happens, and someone else is making money off of him every single month by managing his 401k for him. Mike turned one decision into freedom. Dave followed the rules and ended up giving up a lot more. So let me honestly ask you, which do you think is the smarter decision? Your 401k isn't a plan, it's a pacifier. It's sold as a safe way to retire, but it's a tool that just
still
locks
pay
up your money,
from
limits your
taxes
options,
on real
and keeps
estate.
you dependent.
It's not a
on the system.
tax-free-
Real estate, it gives you
making
cash
money on
flow,
real
leverage,
estate isn't
appreciation, tax
tax-free.
savings, and total control. One rental, one move, one choice to stop playing defense and go on the offensive wealth building path. So which one are you? Are you Dave, trusting Wall Street for 30 years in a row and giving up life and control in the process? Or are you Mike? Take the initial hit now, but build wealth actively and passively long term. Tell me what you would do in the comments. Would you take the penalty out and invest it in real estate, or would you keep it there and play the long-term, slow, uncontrolled game? I want to hear your take. Put it in the comments. Debate with me.
I would like to know how he got his money out of his 401k plan while having a job. He was, how old was he? 30? He was in his 30s, I think. I don't know if you were watching. He was in his 30s. Oh, he's 35, so that 30 years he'd be 65. Okay. He forgot about Roth. He forgot about liquidity. He forgot about the fact that there's more working adults than residences. And he's guaranteeing a 100% occupancy rate with no damage.
So if you want to keep Christopher up on his bourbon budget so that he can rant on things, like and subscribe.
Yeah,
If you have questions, please email them to
would like-
sales@hunterbenefit.com because Christopher gets those emails. I don't.
I would like somebody to debate us on our channel. So we did put together a 17-point checklist for plan sponsors. Sorry, not employees or participants. You can employers can download it with the link below to ensure that your plan is healthy. Also, please click on the link below to see our other video channels and podcasts. And of course, as she said, you got a specific question you don't want to mention on the YouTubes, it's contact us at sales@hunterbenefits.com. And once again, please do not forget to keep those cards and letters coming.
Toodaloo.